Alrighty, guys. What is going on, my people? What is going on, Commanders fan? What is going on, Redskins fan? It is good to be back with y'all. It is good to be making another reaction video to another victory from the Redskins, from the Commanders, whatever y'all want to call them. It's just good to be a fan of this franchise right now. Could not be more excited. What a great year the Commanders are putting on. So congrats to the players. Congrats to the coaches. Congrats to the franchise. Really putting a great season, putting a great product on the field. So it is a great time to be a Commanders fan slash Redskins fan. The only kind of vibe that can compare to this season that is going on right now, it is I would say two seasons. Really, it is that 2018 season when we first got Alex Smith, when the Redskins started 5-2, and then that 2012, I believe, 2012 when it was the first season with RG3's rookie season. When although we started off bad, we went on a winning streak with RG3 and the crew, and the Redskins won out during the regular season and made the playoffs, beating the Dallas Cowboys in Week 17 to or I think it was Week 16 to qualify for that playoff spot. So that's the only kind of what can be compared to as far as positive vibe, positive energy, overall state of mind from the fans, from the franchise, from the players, from the coaches, all around. So I did see a quick stat that I wanted to bring up, that this is the first time that the Washington Commanders, the Washington Redskins franchise, is 7-2 since 1996. So this is the first time since 1996 that the Redskins slash Commanders are 7-2, and that's just kind of crazy because I'm from 1996, so it's almost 28 years since the Commanders started 7-2, and that just kind of goes to show the struggles and just the tough times that the Commanders, Redskins franchise, fans and players, coaches, all the whole franchise has had to go through. So today was a great win. We keep racking up those victories. The players are continuing to put on a great product. What can you say? Jayden Daniels, another solid performance, another efficient performance. I think I saw that he had a 128 passer rating. That is solid from a rookie, playing like a seasoned vet. What can you say? The man just controls the game, controls the huddle. When he's out there, he's poised, knows how to lead them boys. And so you can see the confidence oozing from the rest of the team, the rest of the coaches. You can just see it ooze off of Jayden Daniels and the way he leads the team out there on the field. So I want to give a big shout out to him. I mean, they were not, kind of, blow your mind type of stats, but nonetheless, he played great and was able to pull out that victory, which is what matters. I don't think he had he did not have any turnovers. 2 touchdowns. Rushed for a good amount of yards. Ran efficiently, ran with purpose, and was able to protect himself. So that's what you want to see from your leader and from your quarterback. So big shout out to Jayden Daniels. Big shout out to the O-line for keeping them clean. The New York Giants lead the league in sacks. They did not give up 1 sack today, and that just speaks volumes to the offensive line and the work that they've been doing. This is a very underrated team. So just want to make sure that they get their props. Wiley, Biadasz, Cornelius, Trent Scott. If I'm missing some names, please put the offensive line's names that you all believe deserve some credit besides the ones that I just mentioned, or if I botched the name, correct me in the comments. By all means. So, like I said, I'm just a happy fan right now. I'm sure a lot of y'all are, excited, happy with the victory and the record. And, you can see the happiness in the franchise by, the post game, clips that that the Washington Commanders social media puts out. But I'll speak to that later. But right now I want to continue to shout out players that performed great or performed good in the game. Another player that I do want to shout out, make sure he gets his props, is Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry. He balled on them boys. He mossed people. I I've seen games before where the defensive backs for the New York Giants, were kind of talking trash to Terry. I believe in the first game. I'm gonna botch the first name, but number 3 from the Giants, I believe it's Deonte Banks. I might be botching the first name, but I know his last name was Banks, number 3. Was kind of getting into the face of Terry McLaurin, always talking trash about the Commanders, how we passed up on him on the draft. So it was good to see Terry, set that boy straight. Put him in timeout, teach him who's boss. So it was great to see Terry, balling on them boys and teaching them a lesson. Terry's a beast. I'm glad to see that he's putting up his numbers. I'm happy for him because, as I mentioned before on previous videos, Terry has gone through a lot in this franchise, and he did not get drafted into one of the best situations in the league. He came into a struggling franchise with rotating quarterbacks, and he kept on putting up numbers. But we also knew that although he kept on putting solid numbers, he was not playing to his maximum potential because of the lack of quarterback play. So for him to actually get catchable balls and balls placed where he can go out and make plays and show his overall talent and level of play, it makes me very happy for him, because you want to make your great players happy so that they can continue play great, and that overall sensation, attitude, that overall vibe, it trickles down to the rest of the team. So when your leaders are doing good, it reflects on the rest of the team. So it was great to see that. Somebody else I want to shout out, Noah Brown. Just solid performance, always coming up clutch. I mentioned it before. Noah Brown is a way better receiver than Jahan Dotson, in my opinion. And I think as of right now, and as we've seen through the season, it is no longer an opinion; it's a fact. Adam Peters, you want to talk about Halloween? He absolutely tricked, scammed, robbed the rest of the league, especially the Philadelphia Eagles, because he got rid of Jahan Dotson, got third-round value for him, and then got Noah Brown for pennies when he was released during from the last preseason week. Picked him up off the waivers, and Noah Brown has performed better than anybody expected. So it was great to see Noah Brown performing, being targeted, and coming through. De'Ami Brown, I believe one of the biggest reasons that Jahan Dotson was traded away was because De'Ami Brown showed out in training camp, but also that he showed his talent and potential to the coaches during training camp, and has shown it throughout the season. Although he has not had the numbers that maybe Noah Brown or Terry McLaurin have, he has had his moments and has flashed more than ever before. He has been consistent more than ever before in his play and on the field. So it was great to see De'Ami Brown being involved. Zaccheaus, again, another guy coming off free agency. Adam Peters picking him up off the street, and being a great addition to the team. So I can't say enough about Adam Peters, Dan Quinn, the players that they brought in, the system that they've implemented. It's just been a great fit all around. On the defense, Dante Fowler. What can you say? This guy is wreaking havoc. I know one of the big knocks, on Dante Fowler was that, he wasn't the starter in Dallas, so he got the offensive line when they were weak or tired after Micah Parsons already had his way with them. All of these knocks that were against Dante Fowler, but Dante Fowler is proving that he's an elite pass rusher and he's one of the best in the league. And to get one of those for the contract that they got him, not only did Josh Harris, the owner, push for that trade to the Bears from Montez Sweat to be traded to the Bears, and got high compensation, high draft pick compensation for Montez Sweat. But he didn't have to pay Montez Sweat that big contract that the Bears gave him, which would have led to a higher cap hit. But he got Dante Fowler on a good contract. Yes, he got paid, but he did not get paid as much as as Montez Sweat. So he was able to lessen the cap hit for a good elite pass rusher with the signing of Dante Fowler. And what a great signing it has been. You can see his energy, the vibe that he brings onto the field, and how his teammates feed off of that. So, it's been clicking for Dante Fowler and the rest of them boys. Bobby Wagner leading them boys out there. Luvu, again, being there, being solid, being steady, being consistent. Martin, some of these first names, they come and go to me, especially as I speak to y'all. They might not come to me in the moment. So please, if I'm missing some of the first name of these players, please feel free to make a comment in the comment section. So, if I'm forgetting somebody that I need to shout out, St. Juice, he played solid. He got beat in some of the throws, but that's to be expected when you face up against the best. Samra still playing great. As the season progresses, you've seen a lot of defensive backs. One of my criticisms early in the season, and y'all can check out my videos where I criticize the defensive backs of the Redskins Commanders for not playing to their full potential. But what we've seen is that as the season progresses, so does the defensive backs. So do the defensive backs. They progress in a positive direction, and they've shown that. So, are there some areas that can be cleaned up? Absolutely. The passing game, Jones from the Giants, the quarterback, he always plays good against us. So, and today was not an exception. He played pretty solid. He had some good throws, some good runs, good touchdowns. And so we need to, I'm pretty sure Dan Quinn will address that with the team and some of the cleanups that need to be done from the game and areas that need to be improved for next week and the rest of the season. So, just speaking as a fan right now, it is a good time to be a Commanders fan. It is rewarding because as Commanders fans, we have been through a lot, and I'm sure you all can attest to this. We've been through a lot of losing seasons, a lot of head-scratching seasons, head-scratching weeks, head-scratching decisions from head coaches to the front office. So seeing every little piece fit perfectly and, being able to everything come together for the franchise, to the performance on the field, to the performance in the front office, to, outreach in the community and all around. Now you see, now you hear, and I'll speak to some of the reporting done by Adam Schefter, was that now NFL players want to be traded to the Commanders. And that just goes to show when you have a front office and an owner that runs the organization and they do business as a first-class organization, what the results are. Players are going to want to come to you. You don't have to go to them, offer them, overpay them and stuff like that. You can start your name is now in the conversation for landing destinations for good players around the league that might be looking for a change of scenery. So that's the kind of effect that, good leadership and a great front office can have on a franchise. So it was a great overall win. I'll try to do more videos, like I said, right after the game. I do, go to school, work, and so some of that stuff does get in the way. And so I'll try to, do updates here and then about reports that might be going on. I know, like I touched on a little bit, Adam Schefter came out with a report that, per his sources, that some of the players in the league were looking for a trade did list the Commanders as a potential trade destination. So that's good to hear. So long as, they're good players and, we don't have to give up a lot for them. So, all right, y'all, it was good talking to y'all. Great win. Another great weekend to be a Commanders fan and to watch football. It was a good game, and I hope y'all are having a good Sunday. All right, y'all. Peace.